So hey students, welcome to NCERT Solutions by Vedantu, where we find solution to all the problems which is given in your NCERT for all the chapters and for all the subjects. Now, let's look at the question we have right now. We have a simple question from the chapter Human Reproduction. So the question is question number 2.1. Let's quickly read the question first. So they're asking you simple, that is fill in the blanks. They're asking you to fill in the blanks with the appropriate option. Now, human reproduction. Human reproduction, is it sexual or asexual? We know in sexual reproduction there are involvement of two parents, and in asexual reproduction there's involvement of a single parent. In humans, we have two parents involvement and a genetically unique offspring is produced, and hence human reproduction is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, because in humans there is involvement of two parents and the offspring, and the offspring which is produced is genetically unique. Then next option number B, humans are oviparous, viviparous and or oviviviparous. Well, oviparous are the organisms which give birth to a egg, while your viviparous organisms give birth to a young one. Example are humans. So humans are viviparous organisms. That is, we give birth to the young ones. Next question. Fertilization is dash in humans. Is it internal fertilization or external fertilization? In humans, it is internal fertilization, because fertilization happens inside the oviduct or fallopian tube, and later the birth of the child, the growth of the child also happens inside the womb of the mother. So fertilization is an internal, right? Internal in humans. Now let's look at the next question. The next is male and female gametes are. We know gametes are a result of what? Meiosis. And whenever there is meiosis, there is reduction in the ploidy level, that is a diploid to haploid. So both male and female gametes in the humans are haploid in nature. They're what? Haploid. Let me just write a tick here. Haploid in nature. The next question, zygote is dash. Is it zygote is diploid or a haploid? We know zygote is a result of syngamy. And when there is a syngamy, there is a fusion of gametes. Haploid gamete, male haploid gamete, female haploid gamete, they fuse together to form a diploid zygote. Right? That's right. Your zygote is diploid in nature. Zygote is diploid in nature. The next one is the process of release of ovum. The process of release of ovum, or also known as what? Secondary oocyte, or also known as secondary oocyte. Why secondary oocyte? Because until the sperm comes and fuses with the secondary oocyte, it does not form the ovum. Very carefully. This is a very important concept which you need to understand in oogenesis. Right? The process of release of secondary oocyte from the mature follicle. Mature follicle is your Graafian follicle, is called as ovulation. That's right, ovulation. That is release of the secondary oocyte. When does it happen? It happens in the 14th day when LH surge happens. For this question, you need to understand the menstrual cycle also. Next question, ovulation is induced by a hormone. I just now told you, LH surge, when there is increase in the concentration of LH. What is LH? Luteinizing hormone. Because of the increase of the luteinizing hormone, there is LH surge. And when LH surge happens, ovulation takes place, and this happens at the 14th day of menstrual cycle. Next question, very easy. The fusion of male and female gametes is called as? The fusion of male and female gametes is known as fertilization. The most easiest question of all time, fertilization. Now let's look at the next question. Fertilization takes place in which exactly location does the fertilization takes place? If you attended my lecture, you would know it happens in the fallopian tube. First point, it happens in the fallopian tube, or also known as oviduct. It happens in the fallopian tube or oviduct. But where exactly in the oviduct? Which exact part of the oviduct, or which exactly part of your fallopian tube? We know fallopian tube is divided into 3 different parts. But the fertilization, according to your new NCERT, when I say new NCERT, not last year, not previous year, the NCERT which was published 5 years back, according to that NCERT, the fertilization takes place in the ampulla region of your fallopian tube. Which region? Ampulla region. The previous NCERT which I studied from, probably like 8 to 10 years back, that had ampullary isthmus region, but right now you have ampulla region. So the fusion happens, the fertilization takes place in the ampulla region of oviduct or fallopian tube. Now let's look at the next question. Zygote divides to form dash in which implanted in uterus. Now this is where confusion happens. We know when zygote divides, it increases the cell increases in the cell number, that is more cleavage is happening. We get blastomere. Initially we get blastomere, then we get blastocyst. Before blastocyst we also get a morula. But which of morula, blastomeres or blastocyst gets attached to the uterus wall, that is implantation? The answer is blastocyst. Cyst. After encystation, after breaking of the zona pellucida layer, after breaking of the zona pellucida layer, your blastomere becomes blastocyst. So this answer here is blastocyst. Blastocyst is a structure which gets attached to the what? To the uterus lining. Very easy. Next, last question. The structure which provides they're asking you the structure which provides vascular connection between the fetus and the uterus. The vascular connection which forms the connection, the structure which is formed here is a structure which helps in exchange of your nutrients or release of excreta. The structure we're talking about here is placenta. Placenta is the structure which helps in the exchange of gases, exchange of nutrients or release of the metabolic waste. So there it is. So question number 2.1. If you like the content, if you're enjoying the content, if you're liking the video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel to make sure that you do not miss any of the content which is uploaded on this channel.